All right, hair, it's time to go. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. It's not time to go to court, but it's time to go to the barber. Whoa, look at that. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, I got a haircut. I finally got a haircut. Yay! Hey guys, welcome back to another Adrian Graphics and Marketing video. I'm Adrian Boysel, the CEO and founder, and many of you have been with me for quite some time now, 3-4 months, watching me along my journey as I've grown to become a better presenter, a better YouTuber, better marketer, and just a better mentor to all of you guys. As you know, I don't charge anything for my videos, and I am working on a course that I'm going to put out, so I would love to have your support when I drop that here in about the next month or two. But in the meantime, I wanted to make a video that was going to be very personal, that was going to be very meaningful, and very true to who I am. And so for me, it's very important that the clients that I work with, the people that I work with, my partners, my employees, my team, that we all have very similar core values. One of my core values is my faith. I believe that the why I'm put here on earth, what I'm doing for a living, and everything that I do and how I treat people is for a higher purpose. That's why I do the keep looking up. You may have wondered where I came up with that. Because my eyes are always fixed on glorifying Him and bringing the attention to Him. This whole thing is not about me. This is about bringing attention to Him. And every day I get to go out there, and my ministry is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship saved my life, kept me off the streets, kept me from crime, kept me from just doing a lot of bad things. And I have made plenty of my mistakes in my life. But this has been a path for me that I've been following now for almost 14 years, and it has been a life-changing thing. So mentors have changed my life, but core values that I have developed over time have become very important to me, and I hold on to them. I have one of those personalities where when I get focused on something, I'm like obsessed. And in business and in entrepreneurship, one of the secrets to success, if you look at Elon Musk and all the famous, successful billionaires, millionaires of the world, they were obsessed with their mission, just like I'm obsessed with my mission. So that is something I want to encourage you today, is to be obsessed with your mission. But along with that mission is you want to find other people who will come along with you and partner with you and help you and support you in that mission, because again, that mission is bigger than yourself. And if you truly believe that, people will see that. You're authentic about what your mission is, and you share that with all your heart and soul, people will be impacted. Jaws will drop, people will cry, it will move people. And if you're truly walking out what your life's purpose is, I really, really believe that. So some of the things that I wanted you to know and I want to talk about today is your core values. What are your core values? And it's important to have core values for your personal life, but also for your business. And so all of those can be relayed into your business. Not just your personal values can be used just for your personal life, but you can actually use your personal values and your core values in your personal life to be for your business. So some of the things that I do to help remind me of what my core values are is I look at the leaders that I have in my life that have inspired me. What were the things that they valued? What were the things that they found to be good for them, that will fit their personality? And a lot of those things are inspiring to me. Punctuality. I have people that I know is like, hey, early is on time and on time's late. So for me, showing that I respect other people's time as well as my own time and setting the boundary of being on time when people are not on time for me, it kind of bothers me now. And I let it go because I understand things happen and things come up, so you have to give people grace. But at the same time, it's really important to show up on time and early to meetings, to even if it's on Zoom and things like that, to not show up late. It shows that you respect your time and other time. That's just one example of some core values that I believe in. I believe in that people should be paid what they're worth. You shouldn't underpay people. You shouldn't overcharge people. You shouldn't price gouge people. That you should be selling your value, not your time. So that's just another one of my core values. So I look at my leaders, people that respect their time, guarding their time from excessive meetings or people that are just going to give them the run around and waste their time. These are all core values that you want to take into consideration. Okay, number 2 is values that you set for yourself. What are rules that you set for yourself? Like being on time, like being honest, like never lying to a customer, like having integrity, like telling them like it is, making sure that their expectations are clear and you're upfront and real right from the beginning. There are tons of different rules that you've set for yourself in your life, and a lot of those rules have come from either mistakes or things that other people have seen, again, tying back to who inspires you or who has actually kind of led you to be different from maybe your parents. A lot of the things that I do in my life is because of the way I was brought up. My dad was a habitual person that showed up late everywhere he went, and that's just not the person I want to be. I don't want to be looked at that way. I saw the way people reacted to it, and that's just not something that I wanted to be. So I've made it a point to make sure that I show up on time for people. It's really just something that I find personally important. And they say that the voids in your life also become your values. So one of my big missions, as you know, is youth mentorship. Well, as a kid, I was on the streets, homeless, and I didn't have anybody there for me until I met my friend Larry. And Larry came into my life and absolutely changed my life by just being a friend and being a mentor. So now that void that I had in my life of being a homeless kid on the streets and feeling lost and hopeless is now I'm going to help other people go down the right path and remove that out of their life. So I think that's an important void that I had that has now become a value. It's very valuable to me. I know the value that it brings to other people's lives by pouring into them, giving them my time for free. I charge a lot of money for my hours, but there are lots of people that I'm starting to help that I'm helping for zero. I'm not charging them anything. The people that can afford to pay for it, then I'm charging them. But the people who can't, those are the people that I'm wanting to help. So when you support me as a client, you're also supporting other people who need the opportunity as well. So you're contributing to my ministry by being a client, and you're part of my family. And that is one of my other core values is my clients, I treat them like my family. And not every client treats me like that, unfortunately. And that's just the way the world works. You gotta be a realist and you gotta be realistic, but the reality is that shouldn't change who you are. And regardless of the challenges, the problems, and the things that I've dealt with throughout my life, and how people have treated me, I don't let that change the way that I am and who I am as a person, okay? And then you need to understand, and this is number 3, is what things will you not tolerate from other people? You need to have boundaries. People that are gonna belittle you, talk down to you, make you feel small, tell you that you weren't worth it, lie to you, give you the runaround, ghost you on phone calls. These are all things that digital marketers, graphic designers, agency owners, we all deal with that, okay? Even entrepreneurs, they get ghosted, they get ignored. Don't treat people like that. And this is something that, I can say honestly, I've had issues with this in the past because I've been spread so thin. It wasn't because I didn't want to answer their phone call or I couldn't, I chose not to answer their phone call. It was simply because I had so many calls and I was so overwhelmed and I was spread so thin that I just wasn't able to give my clients the time and the attention they deserved. And so they left. And so I had to learn from those experiences and grow. And that has been part of my journey as an agency owner because there's so many moving parts and so much going on that I've implemented processes into my business that have eliminated that. And now I can go out and say that I give my clients the time and the attention that they actually deserve. That's a big deal. That's a big hurdle and a big roadblock for a lot of agencies. So that's a core value of mine, and that's something that could be a core value of yours as well. All right, and number 5 is what accomplishments have you had in your life? Being featured on local news shows and TV and radio and podcasts and interviews and being featured in places, winning awards, being recognized, donating money, helping people. There's so many different things, writing books, speaking on stages, graduating first of your summa cum laude, things like that. Those are all big accomplishments that are part of your core values and part of what is important to you. So they say that success leaves clues. That's a really big, important saying that I feel like I think about all the time, is success does leave clues. So that success that you have was created because you believe in going out there and taking action. Maybe some of your core values is work ethic. Maybe your core values is honesty. Maybe it's leadership. Maybe it's intelligence. Everybody's going to have their different things and different core values that they appreciate, but it's important to write those down, to remind yourself of those, and to communicate those to your clients. The core values should be wrapped into your content, on your website, on your blogs, on your podcast. You should share those things with people because that's what's going to attract people and really build a real relationship. So without being super long-winded, I want to be respectful of your time. It's Friday. I love you guys. I just thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you all so much for your support. We're actually just surpassed 300 subscribers. Woohoo! I know we got a long way to go. I'm not worried about the subscriber count. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to give value to you guys. That's what's most important to me. But if you could like and subscribe on this video, share this with a friend, share my journey, share my mission that you think that would be to fit well with somebody else, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm always looking for new friends, new connections, and to build new relationships. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I love you all, and as always, keep looking up. Let's get out of here, Scoob!